Let's talk about crypto storage. It's one of the #1 questions we get. People ask me, what cold storage do I use? What exchange do I use? Before we start out, you have to pay attention, and please share this video with as many people as possible for this reason right here. There's a lot of scammers out there that are trying to convince you to create a QFS account. That is a scam. They're using our videos, influencers videos, and they're putting notes on there. There's videos out there using our likeness and image saying that you need to get all your money off the exchanges into this, and there's some saying that these things are scams. So I'm gonna share with you, this is the only video that what I do, okay? So there's exchange, hot wallet, and cold wallet. I'm gonna explain the three, and I'm gonna share with you what I do, okay? You need to do your own research. So the exchange is, for example, Coinbase, Kraken, Crypto.com, Uphold. That's an exchange. So the example that I use is your money's in online banking. It's in a bank, right? So you're trusting that the bank, those numbers in there that are legit numbers they have. Okay, that's on an exchange. Now, the next step of security is a hot wallet. So you move from an exchange, which is hot wallet, it's online. It's still online, okay? Now, the difference from exchange is it's on the exchange. They say not your keys, not your crypto, which I have some on exchanges, and I'll come back and explain that, okay? The difference is now as you come down to a hot wallet, you're now getting seed phrases, okay? Your seed phrases, you're the only one that has those, so you have to secure those in a place where #1, nobody can access them, #2, that you won't forget them, okay? So the hot wallet is now more security. From the exchange into a hot wallet, now you have the seed phrases. A cold wallet is taking it completely offline and bringing it down into a cold wallet, okay? Some cold wallets examples, Trezor, Ledger, there's a lot of different ones. You have to figure out which one works best for you. Another thing about cold wallets, okay, is do not buy them off a third party. Do not buy them off Amazon. Do not buy them off any third party. You should buy it off the original website of whatever the company is, because off a third party, people can put stuff in there and program them, so make sure it's off the official website. I want to be very clear, I actually have one right here. Ledger, okay? This is an example. This is a Ledger Stack, okay? This is an example right here. So this is called Ledger Stack. They have Ledger Nano. They have many different ones as well. So this is an example of a hard wallet. So, excuse me, a cold wallet. So the cold wallet is actually in your hand. Okay, it's off the exchange, it's offline. And it's a good question too, is people say, well, does your crypto go up and down in there? Yeah, think about it. Just like holding gold, if the value of gold goes up, right, that piece of gold value goes up. So if Bitcoin or XRP is going up and it's in your cold wallet, that value when you put it back on the exchange is gonna be the value where that cryptocurrency is at. So we have cold wallets. Our team uses mostly Ledger and Trezor, to be very clear. I use Ledger, so I can only tell you what I use, okay? Then you have the hot wallet, which is online, so you have security C phrases for both of these, okay? So this is online, this is completely offline. Now make sure that when you have your seed phrases, you put them in a secure place and probably put it in multiple places. One nightmare story that I had within our Warrior Academy, a long time ago, a gentleman called me and said, please tell me that there's somewhere that they store these seed phrases. His house burned down. His actual wallet was in there, his cold wallet, and the seed phrases. He did not place them anywhere else. If you have those seed phrases, you can get back access to your crypto, okay? So I use Ledger. Some of our teams use Trezor. Just make sure that you do your own research and buy it off the original site, okay? Exchanges. What exchanges do I use? I use Coinbase. That is one of my main exchanges. I use Kraken. I have them for different functionalities. I also have Crypto.com, and I use Caleb and Brown, which is private brokerage. I'll explain the difference, okay? So Coinbase is my main exchange. I buy and sell. I actually have my Coinbase debit card. I actually use so anything I do my expenses with, I actually transfer into USDC, and I spend with my Coinbase debit card my cash so that I get rewards back in Bitcoin, okay? I'm always working to make money off my money. So Coinbase is my buying and selling. I have Kraken. I store larger amounts of my cryptocurrency on there, and then I have quite a bit on my cold wallet, which is very important. Crypto.com, I do like Crypto.com. I love their exchange. The only thing I don't like is the tax, the CVC file or whatever it's called when I do my taxes. So I have it spread across different exchanges, but I have some on my cold wallet as well. So people always ask, I use Coinbase, Kraken, Crypto.com, and then we have Caleb and Brown, which is private brokerage. Okay, private brokerage is a little bit different. So imagine having Coinbase, but a private broker I can call, a private broker I can email, and we're also not at the mercy of when the exchanges get shut down, when everything goes parabolic, right? They have technical issues. We have Caleb and Brown, that I have a private broker that I can exchange, that I could do those trades, buys and sells when the markets are going absolutely crazy, and I can move larger amounts of wealth through Caleb and Brown. I like the security of having a private broker. So let's walk back through it. You have exchanges, things like Coinbase. I use Coinbase, Kraken, Crypto.com, and Caleb and Brown. We have a hot wallet, which is online with your seed phrases. Then you have a cold wallet, which is completely offline, and this would be your safest bet right here to store your crypto, okay? Beware of scams, beware of scams, beware of scams, okay? I'm not doing any videos talking about get your stuff off the exchanges, cold storage this, QFS this. So if you ever see a video like that, that is not me. Those are scammers using our likeness and image, so be very, very careful. I just told you exactly what I do. I have some on the exchange, some off the exchange. In the bear market, I pull everything off into cold storage. And don't store your stuff at your home. Make sure that you find different ways to do it. You could do a safe deposit box at a bank, maybe find a family member that you trust and put it in a safe. Just be very careful with this type of stuff in cryptocurrency, and just keep your family safe. And don't discuss with people how much crypto you have. That's very, very important. I see influencers, and a lot of young influencers, please don't do this. They actually are showing how much money they're making. That is very, very dangerous. Okay, number one, you're putting your family at risk. Number two is you're putting yourself at risk. And number three, it's just not a good thing to do. It's not a good look. Wealth is very quiet. Wealth is very stealth. Where wealth is very consistent. It's very disciplined. You don't want to put your family at risk. Okay. So exchanges, Coinbase, Crypto.com, Kraken, Coinbase and Crypto.com are my two main ones. Then we have Caleb and Brown for private brokerage, and I use Ledger as my cold wallet. So I hope that helps you. Warriors, rise! Get your shit together. Let's go.